lights out, and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Great start there for Lewis Hamilton as he pulls right in front of Sergio Perez, but Sergio Perez breaks the 1-2 for the Mercedes. Awful start there by George Russell, who's already in 5th. Anyway, Lewis Hamilton managed to lead, then Perez, then Carlos Sainz, then Fernando Alonso attacking the Ferrari of the Spaniard, trying to move up a position. He's going to try and go down the inside of Carlos Sainz. He's going to manage to stick the move, but he doesn't quite get the move done into turn 3. Anyway, Hamilton, Perez, Sainz, Alonso, Verstappen, George Russell in 6th. Awful start by him. Then we have Stroll, Leclerc, Norris, and Onyebene on the debut for Williams, already up in the points. So, lap 2 starts, and already Sergio Perez is already all over the back of the black Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. He's going to go try the outside line, trying to overtake. There goes Max Verstappen, trying to move on Fernando Alonso. And here he goes, Sergio Perez trying to get the inside, almost managed to stick with the move, but this is going to be a drag race all the way to the next corner. Is he going to manage to stay in front, or will Sergio Perez get up a position? He goes down the outside, but Lewis Hamilton stays ahead of the Spaniard. Great move of the Mexican, great move. Fernando Alonso going down the outside of George Russell. Great move there from Fernando Alonso. He's got a lot of confidence in the Aston Martin of this year. Great move. So Lance Stroll in 7th place, going pressurized by the... Oh, and he staked out. There's a problem for the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. He lets all the cars by. Oh, almost comes together with the Williams, number 99. Awful start to the year, to the season for Lance Stroll. It starts with a DNF here in Bahrain. So Max Verstappen chasing down the 3rd place of Carlos Sainz, trying to increase the points for Red Bull. Is going to go. He spun it! He spun it! Max Verstappen spins out the Red Bull, and it's going to be a safety car. So he's going to still stay ahead of the pack. But awful start to the season for Max Verstappen. It's going to be a safety car in this lap. Wow. So the Williams of the Italian driver running in 7th place behind the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. This is a great start for the season. Well, Logan Sargent is 15th. Great start to the season for Williams. The Italian driver Onyebene staying behind. So the flurry of pit stops have been completed after the safety car restart. Here comes George Russell on Fernando Alonso. Is he going to manage to stick the move inside of the corner? He's going to eat the whole curb. And George Russell is slowing down. He has some kind of mechanical problem. George Russell might be out of the Grand Prix. Here comes Charles Leclerc on Fernando Alonso. This is incredible. My word, the flurry of pit stop have messed up Carlos Sainz, Hamilton, and Perez down at the back, but George Russell at the back. And here we have on the lap Max Verstappen going to point Yuki Tsunoda. He has the straight line speed, he has all what he needs, he has ERS, but Tsunoda will trying to fight back for this position, but it's no match for the world champions. So Max Verstappen up into 16th place, chasing down Valtteri Bottas. So we have Fernando Alonso struggling after the damage with George Russell. He seems to be extremely slow at the moment. He's going to be a hazard for all the cars behind him. There goes Charles Leclerc with the medium tyre, overtaking Fernando with the soft. But Fernando will not let this by. There's contact at the back. But then Pierre Gasly is in the fight. He's going to chase down Fernando Alonso all the way down the straight. So Charles Leclerc is going to lead the Grand Prix. But now Pierre Gasly with the Alpine that has not been very quick this year will stick the move on the substitute for him at Aston Martin. There he goes down the inside. So Pierre Gasly taking the place at P2 for Fernando Alonso and at the place at Alpine. But here he comes down again, Fernando Alonso. He's going to fight this all the way down the corner, but he's just no match for the Alpine. He's got damage, Fernando Alonso. So, here we go. Once again, Fernando Alonso getting pressurized there by Oscar Piastri. Zhou Guanyu going down the inside of Logan Sargent, but Sargent fights back. And now it's going to be a race down the straight. Fernando Alonso once again pressurized by the DRS of the McLaren. Is Oscar Piastri going to get onto the podium? Yes, he is. But he still has the mandatory pistol. Logan Sargent is staying in front of Zhou Guanyu. But Oscar Piastri, on his first Grand Prix, is in the top 3. And Logan Sargent is going to fight Fernando Alonso down into the turn. Logan Sargent is in P4 for the Williams. Incredible stuff. But the massive buts, they all need to have pit stops. Where will this put Sargent and Fernando Alonso? So here we have Onyebene going down the straight, trying to overtake Carlos Sainz, who has no DRS. The Williams is going to go down the inside into turn 1. Is he going to manage to stick the move? Yes, he is. But Carlos Sainz fights back again, but Carlos Sainz will not have the DRS into turn 3. Is he going to manage to overtake the Scarlet Ferrari, occupying possibly P3? He's going to take it all the way around, and the Williams hops in front of the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. Great stuff here from the Italian. So, Charles Leclerc with 10-lap old mediums is going to complete his strategy. He's going to come into the pits right now. What will be the tyre going onto the Scarlet Ferrari? We will see as he comes down the pit lane. He comes into the box. It's going to be hard compound tyre for Charles Leclerc. He's going to leave because now there's going to be the whole Ferrari pit. He gets hold up a bit by the passing cars like the McLaren. So, Charles Leclerc, where is he going to come out? He's going to come out behind the Williams of the Italian. Williams, after their last podium in 2021 at the Belgian Grand Prix, have a racing car into the top 3. Let's see if the Italian of Onyebene can keep the Scarlet Ferrari behind him for the rest of the Grand Prix. Let's see how this will go to defend. He's going to make that car. So, Carlos Sainz at 1/10, 2/10 from the Williams of the Italian number 99. He's going to go down the inside, but let's see if the Williams has got the pace to re-overtake the Scarlet Ferrari. He's going to use his ERS. He's got the DRS wide open. Oh, he almost makes contact with the Scarlet Ferrari down the straight, but very easy pass from the Williams number 99. He's going to go and fight down the corner. Let's see if Carlos Sainz will have the DRS and the ERS to fight back. He goes defensive, but there's no need to. He's too far away. Carlos Sainz at 3/10 from the Williams. Oh, he goes a bit wide. So, lap 13, still the same situation. The Williams is staying in front of the Ferrari. He goes a bit wide there. That is not part of the racetrack, Onyebene. You're going to have to defend, make that Williams as wide as possible for Carlos Sainz not to overtake. But Carlos Sainz also under pressure from Lando Norris. He is very close. Now, let's see, down one of the second main straight of Bahrain is Carlos Sainz, ready to make a move on the blue Williams. They're going to arrive down the corner. He still doesn't make a move, and they are, oh, lost it. Carlos Sainz, after putting all the pressure on the Italian driver, spins out. Oh, he almost makes contact with the Haas and Magnussen. He spun out, and he's going to be dead last. Oh, he's going to be behind Fernando Alonso that has had a technical problem. He's put on a new front wing. Disaster for the Scarlet Ferrari of the Spaniard. So, Lewis Hamilton approaching the blue Williams of the Italian. Is going to go drawing down the outside as he tries to defend, but there's no need. There's no need. He's going to have DRS all the way down the main straight. But then again, Lewis Hamilton under pressure from Lando Norris. He's also under pressure from Max Verstappen. This is going to be a brilliant three-way fight. Let's see if they're going to try and just stick a move on the Italian down turn 1. They're not, but Lando Norris is fighting Lewis Hamilton, and he's going to try and stay in front, but he doesn't quite make it. They're going to go 3 wide into the third corner of the Bahrain Grand Prix. He's going to go down the inside. Who's going to make it in front? And it seems like Lando Norris is going to stay in P3. Max Verstappen is still fighting, squabbling with the Mercedes Lewis Hamilton, and he managed to stay ahead, while Charles Leclerc stays at the back and tries to collect the scraps from the two fighters. This is a brilliant race. So we go down the main straight. Lewis Hamilton is going to have DRS, but so will Lando Norris. But the Mercedes has much more front speed. Here we go in cockpit cam as we stay on board with Lewis Hamilton. He's going to go down the inside. Is he going to manage to stick the move on the McLaren? It might seem that he gets squeezes, but no penalty for Lewis Hamilton. Is going to have DRS because the Williams is providing it, and he stays in front of the McLaren. P3 for Lewis Hamilton. So Lando Norris Charles Leclerc is up into the fight. Lando Norris is under pressure. He's going to make it 3 wide into turn 1. He's going to try and overtake Max Verstappen as well. What a brilliant move from the Monegasque. They make contact down in turn 1. The Monegasque is still in front. He squeezes Max Verstappen just like Hamilton did with Lando Norris. But Charles Leclerc is also going to have DRS. But Max Verstappen is going to try and make the move. This is all last year all over again, but this time it's Charles Leclerc defending from Max Verstappen, but Charles Leclerc, the Monegasque, will keep his position and he will not lose it from Max Verstappen, and meanwhile Hamilton gets still closer to the Williams. Sergio Perez has never led a world championship, but in 2023 he's going to lead it. Sergio Perez wins the Bahrain Grand Prix, but let's keep looking if Lewis Hamilton can overtake the Williams, and it's just the Williams of Onyebene on debut for Williams takes second place from Lewis Hamilton. Some might say it's luck, but he has driven a great Grand Prix. Congratulations to the Williams.
And a real champion's drive to take the win. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. Let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. And in the Drivers' Championship, the points that Sergio Perez earned today see him take over the lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
I have to give it to Townley. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. And Red Bull take over as championship leaders. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One, so be sure to join us for the next one.